Hello, Yankees universe. Welcome back to your go-to channel, New York Yankees News Network. Today, we have 3 jam-packed updates about our Bronx Bombers, which just came to notice a few hours ago. So if you are a true Yankees fan, you do not want to miss these updates. And yes, before we start the video, I request that if you are new to the channel, then do not forget to like and subscribe so that you can stay in the loop with everything Pinstripes. We have a massive show today, covering everything from roster shakeups involving speedsters on the waiver wire to a historic, record-breaking signing of a teenage phenom that has the whole baseball world buzzing, and finally, some very worrying trade rumors surrounding the Martian. Let's dive right into our first big story of the day. Update 1. The Speed Demon Snag. Why Brian Cashman just stole this outfielder from the Dodgers. We are kicking things off with some roster movement that just dropped. The New York Yankees have officially announced a waiver claim that adds serious speed and defensive depth to the organization while saying goodbye to a hard-throwing arm. The Yankees have claimed outfielder Michael Siani off waivers from the Los Angeles Dodgers. To make room on the roster, New York has designated right-hander Kaleb Ort for assignment. Now, let us break down who Michael Siani is and why the Yankees made this move. Siani, who is 26 years old, fits a very specific profile. He is a speed and defense specialist. If you look at his track record over the past 4 seasons, he has played in 160 big league games. In that time, he has been a menace on the base paths, stealing 21 bases in 26 attempts. Defensively, this guy is a wizard. He has logged 1,014 innings on the grass, playing all 3 outfield positions. The advanced metrics love him. He has been credited with 7 defensive runs saved and 17 outs above average. Basically, if the ball is hit in the air near him, he is catching it. However, we have to be honest about the other side of the coin. His offensive numbers are, well, less appealing. In 383 big league plate appearances, Siani has drawn a walk just 6.3% of the time, while striking out at a 27.9% clip. His slash line sits at .221, .277, and .270. That translates to a 58 weighted runs created plus, indicating he has been 42% worse than the league average offensively. So, why bring him in? It is all about depth and flexibility. The Yankees re-signed both Trent Grisham and Cody Bellinger after the 2025 season. With Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton locking down spots, the outfield is crowded. However, Siani has minor league options remaining. This means the Yankees can send him to AAA while keeping him on the 40-man roster, providing insurance in case of injury. Interestingly, Siani has been bouncing around a lot this winter. He finished 2025 with the St. Louis Cardinals, then went to the Atlanta Braves, then the Dodgers, and now the Yankees, all via waiver claims. If the Yankees decide they need that roster spot back in the coming weeks, they might put him back on the wire. But for now, he is a valuable depth piece with elite glove skills. On the flip side, this move spells the end of Kaleb Ort's time on the roster, at least for now. Ort, who turns 34 in February, was just claimed from the Houston Astros a few weeks ago. He has that upper 90s velocity we love, but he just has not translated it into results. Over the past 5 seasons, he has thrown 122 1/3 innings, allowing exactly 5 earned runs per 9 innings. While his 23.7% strikeout rate is decent, he has walked 10.5% of batters faced. Since he is out of options, he was the odd man out. The Yankees now have a few days to trade Ort or see if he clears waivers. If he clears, he could stick around as non-roster depth, which might have been the plan all along. That wraps up our first update on the roster shuffle. We have got a massive story coming up next about a 13-year-old player the Yankees just broke the bank for. You literally will not believe the numbers. Update 2. History made! Yankees break the bank for 13-year-old best-ever prospect. Welcome back. If you thought the waiver wire news was interesting, this next story is going to absolutely blow your mind. We are talking about history being made, records being shattered, and a signing so massive it sounds like fiction. The New York Yankees have reportedly made a splash that could define the next decade of baseball. We know it has been a bit of a slow winter, following that disappointing playoff exit at the hands of the Toronto Blue Jays. Sure, bringing back Trent Grisham and Cody Bellinger was crucial, and adding arms like Ryan Yarborough and Ryan Weathers helps. But the Yankees just made a move that eclipses all of that in terms of pure shock value. According to a new report from Major League Baseball analyst Wilbur Sanchez, the Yankees have committed to a 13-year-old phenom named Albert Mejias. You heard me right. 13 years old. Sanchez reports that the Yankees have a pre-agreement with this Venezuelan prospect from the class of 2030 for a record-setting $7.0 million bonus. That breakdown includes $6.4 million up front, plus $600,000 in educational scholarships. This makes Mejias the highest-paid international free agent in history. So who is this kid? Sanchez did not mince words, calling him the best player in the history of the international market. He went on to say that Mejias could play in a professional league right now, and that at his age, no one was doing the things he does. That is a massive vote of confidence from the most decorated franchise in sports history. However, we have to look at this with a balanced perspective. Major League Baseball organizations do not hand out $7 million agreements every day. History shows us two very different paths for these high-priced signings. On one hand, you have the cautionary tale of Lucius Fox. In 2015, the San Francisco Giants signed him for a then record $6 million. Unfortunately, injuries plagued his career. He only played 10 big league games and became a minor league journeyman, playing 581 games over 7 seasons before being released by the Chicago White Sox in March of 2024. On the other hand, you have the dream scenario. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He was signed in that same 2015 class for $3.9 million, the 7th highest bonus at the time. His career has been spectacular. He is coming off a year where he hit 23 home runs and 84 runs batted in, leading his team to a World Series appearance. Over his 7-year career, Vlad Jr. has recorded 183 home runs and 1,077 hits. Yankees fans are obviously hoping Mejias follows the Guerrero Jr. path rather than the Fox path. It is a massive gamble on a 13-year-old, but if Wilbur Sanchez is right, we might have just secured the future face of baseball. Update 3. Martian on the move? Insider predicts shocking Jasson Dominguez trade before spring training. For our final update of the day, we have to talk about the elephant in the room. It is a topic that is going to divide the fan base, but the smoke is getting thicker by the minute. We are talking about the future of Jasson Dominguez, the Martian. The Yankees made a huge splash by bringing back former most valuable player Cody Bellinger on a 5-year, $162 million deal. While that is great news for the lineup, which Brendan Cutie of The Athletic notes returns 7 starters from the last playoff game of 2025, it creates a major logjam in the outfield. Jorge Castillo from Entertainment and Sports Programming Network, or ESPN, has made a bold prediction that is shaking up Yankees universe. He believes the re-signing of Bellinger is great news for everyone except Jasson Dominguez. Castillo wrote, "The former can't-miss prospect was previously projected to start in left field for the Yankees. Now that job belongs to Bellinger, dislodging Dominguez from an everyday role. Because of this, Castillo predicts the Yankees will trade Dominguez before spring training starts on February 20th. He suggests the Martian could be the team's most valuable trade chip to fix other holes in the roster, potentially bringing back pitching help or a right-handed hitting catcher." Let us look at the facts. Dominguez is only 23 years old. He has been the crown jewel of the system for years. However, his first year of full-time action in the big leagues last year was a bit of a mixed bag. He slashed just .257, .331, .388 in 381 at-bats. There were concerns about his defense and his struggles against right-handed pitching. With the outfield spots locked down by Aaron Judge, Cody Bellinger, and Trent Grisham, plus Giancarlo Stanton at designated hitter, Dominguez does not have a clear path to playing time. Both he and Spencer Jones have options and could be sent to the minors, but the Yankees are in win-now mode. The pressure to win a World Series is immense, and the front office might not have the patience to let Dominguez develop slowly in AAA if he can be flipped for an ace pitcher right now. As Castillo put it, the Martian is talented, but he could land somewhere else very soon. If they are going to make a move, time is running out. We are less than 4 weeks away from pitchers and catchers reporting. This is going to be a nail-biter of a month for Dominguez fans. And there you have it, folks. 3 massive updates that could shape the future of the New York Yankees for years to come. We have got Michael Siani bringing elite speed and defense to the bench, a historic $7 million gamble on 13-year-old prodigy Albert Mejias, and the terrifying possibility that Jasson Dominguez might have played his last game in pinstripes. I want to hear from you in the comments section below. Do you like the Siani pickup? Are you excited about the 13-year-old Phenom, or is that too much money for a kid? And the big one, should the Yankees trade Jasson Dominguez to upgrade the pitching staff, or is that a mistake we will regret forever? Let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much for tuning in to the New York Yankees News Network. If you enjoyed this video, please crush that like button, and if you haven't already, hit subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss a breaking update. Until next time, let's go Yankees.